Pay close attention, my beloved child. This is a matter of urgency. Archangel Michael is not just giving you a sign. He is imploring you. Everything could change tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now with just 2 seconds of your attention. In the near future, a spiritual event will occur at your home. You must be prepared, or you risk missing out on opportunities that heaven has planned for you since the beginning. Did you not have any experience with it? The strange weight you feel when you enter a room, the illogical flicker of light, and the chilling airflow that surrounds your neck when all of the windows are closed. This is not a coincidence. This is a signal. Archangel Michael has been attempting to warn you that a negative event is approaching, and it will occur at the most inconvenient time. You should take a run. Not because you are in danger, but because you are about to overcome an obstacle that has been impeding your progress. Tonight, a force will pass through your home. It will be extremely quiet, almost silent, but audible, similar to a trumpet in the spiritual realm. Archangel Michael has been dispatched from paradise to assist. The appearance of Archangel Michael is never for a trivial reason. He is armed with a sword of protection, a shield of truth, and a voice capable of summoning armies of angels. However, at this time, he is not offering advice to anyone. He is only interested in conversing with you. He asserts that this is your opportunity. Don't overlook it. Please refrain from scrolling. Please refrain from saying, "I'll open it later." I implore you for just 2 seconds. Your soul has been through an inordinate amount of time. You don't understand why your existence appears to be on hold. The reasons why things get close but never quite reach their destination. Reasons for individuals to relocate. The duration of promises is excessive. The reason why breakthrough appears to be stalled. However, it is not immobile. The entrance will open tonight and is currently being prepared. However, make sure you remain alert. This message will not appear again. That's a spiritual appointment. It took years for your guardian angels to bring this moment to you. Missing this will have no consequences. That is incorrect because God's love for you is excessive. Nonetheless, you will have to endure a long wait for an item that your soul is secretly tired of anticipating. Archangel Michael is also aware that your heart is tired. This is why he does not hold positions of authority. He's kneeling in compassion. Consider this. A powerful warrior angel in heaven is at your door, communicating with your spirit. I implore you to listen. He is aware of the person who is attempting to contact you from the other side. He is aware of the reality of the events in your dream from last night. He is aware of the shadow that moved as you prayed. You do not remember the person whose energy you are unable to dispel. However, he does know their name. Additionally, everything will start to make sense tonight. God does not intend to frighten you. He plans to prepare you. Furthermore, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, disoriented, or stuck, your spirit is most likely sensing the impending change in your home. You may be unable to see it with your eyes, but your consciousness will. A sound will be produced. Perhaps a whisper, a knock, or a brief flash of light that you don't notice. However, the spirit will change everything in that brief moment. If you respond and actively participate, a burden will be lifted from your heart. You will have an immediate experience with it. It will be similar to a deep exhalation from the heavens, allowing you to exhale once more. Then, just as you think you've created the story, you'll notice something. A message was left for you by someone. At the time, it seemed too unusual to be a coincidence. A message from someone who has passed away but still holds you in high regard. They have been attempting to inform you of this for several months, but the timing had to be just right. The moment has arrived. This isn't a video. This is a divine directive. Be cautious. If you continue reading, this serves as confirmation. You're being summoned to heaven. You are on the verge of entering a fortunate future. In doing so, you are helping to restore, deliver, and awaken spirits who are still trapped in darkness. Jesus' statement, "Give and heaven will open over you," is not a poem. Every seed you sow grows into oil for your future, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. My sweetheart, the moment has come for you. Believe in God, and He will multiply the possessions you relinquish. As you feel this confirmation in your spirit, I encourage you to enshrine it in a voice that comes from the heart. Type "Amen" in the comments section below to make a sacred agreement with heaven. It should consist of one or more words. Your conscience should agree to everything God intends to accomplish in your home tonight. Your message is not the only part of your writing. You are having a conversation with God. You are allowing heaven to carry out its duties as intended. Furthermore, I implore you to stay with me, as heaven wishes to provide you with a wealth of additional information at this moment. Be cautious. Belle, please wait a moment. Purchase it now. Stay in touch. If you do not select the button before leaving, the following message will contain your next miracle. You believe this is robust. You are entitled to be moved to tears by the following one. Do not pass up the opportunity. Now return to your previous location. More information is available. Archangel Michael is present to protect and demonstrate. Something or someone in your immediate surroundings is making a decision about you. However, I must tell you the truth. They are unaware of your true strength at the moment. Additionally, a spiritual transaction will take place tonight to ensure that you are no longer overlooked. Your worth is about to be recognized by someone. A person of considerable influence. A distant individual. Perhaps in the physical world, but they are linked in the spiritual realm. They'll remember something about you. Heaven has replayed that moment in their spirits like a silent film, despite the fact that they never talked about it. They will go through it once more tonight. However, you must listen to Archangel Michael because a dark force is also monitoring this. That force is opposed to you reading this message, responding, or allowing light into your home. Archangel Michael, on the other hand, will not let darkness prevail. This is why you'll notice a movement when the hour arrives, which is tonight. A song. It may even cause you to stop, necessitating that you converse during the pause. Make a statement aloud. I understand this. I'm grateful for the divine protection. Archangel Michael, you are welcome to visit me as often as you need tonight. Speak it with conviction because that single sentence will remove every spiritual burden, concealed impediment, and hidden impediment that has been robbing you of happiness. Have no fear. This is not a warning to be cautious. It's a message of triumph. You are currently being reared. This explains why recent events have been so challenging. You have faced spiritual opposition that would be impossible for the majority of people to overcome. However, God chose you because He believes in your ability to overcome it. He understands that you have a purpose that no one else can fulfill, which is even more important. Tonight, heaven visits your home. You will feel it in your body when it happens. When you suddenly feel a sense of calm, a shiver, or a chill, you will realize that you were never truly alone. Please don't miss the actions that heaven is about to take before this moment ends. I'd like to repeat my request with great affection. Archangel Michael is watching you from the side of your bed. His sword is luminous. He is currently murmuring, his eyes full of compassion. Please respond affirmatively, darling. I am available to assist you. The shift is scheduled for tomorrow. You've been anticipating this moment for far too long. It's this notice. Just allow your essence to flow. Furthermore, there is no reason to be concerned if you encounter or witness any unusual phenomena tonight. Allow this to be. This is obvious to me. This is acceptable to me. I am grateful to God. I am grateful to the angels for their diligent preparation of a miracle that is about to arrive at your doorway. I'm repeating this statement because it is the will of heaven. You can access this right away. The event is set to take place tonight. Please listen to Archangel Michael. A single second can have a huge impact. This should not be overlooked. Hands clasped. God's love for you is too strong to remain silent. A message of affection. I received your communication. You should open the door. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of your current thoughts. What will happen if no action is taken? What if all of the words I said were just in my head? What happens if I have excessive expectations again? Nonetheless, my beloved child, please remain alert. That voice of uncertainty is not your own. The effect of delay is evident. And that sound is the echo of every broken heart and promise that taught you not to set unrealistic expectations. The heavens, however, are changing all that. By being present, rather than speaking meaningless words. Something so tangible and robust that it will be felt through your home's walls. This message was not inadvertently sent to you. Your spirit was drawn to something more substantial. Your tears, fights, and faith in silence have been witnessed by a greater force. Heaven demands that there be no more silence. Something within you is being unlocked, which explains your internal actions. As you go through this awakening, remember that your assistance with this endeavor is not a hoax. It's a heavenly omen. Jesus claims that by giving water to others, you will receive it yourself. This isn't historical. It's a commitment to your future. Approach this situation with a strategy and faith. Giving can help you realize the potential that God has already built for your life. We've reached the point where we go from listening to receiving, observing to welcoming. Although it may appear to be a simple question, it holds significant weight in paradise. Please leave precise words in the comments section. I'm prepared for my upcoming shift. Please refrain from writing. I aspire to be and may become so in the future. When you write those words, you are doing something significant. You are informing each angel in this room, as well as Archangel Michael and the God who created you, that you are free. This implies that you agree to the acceleration's commencement. Heaven has anticipated your readiness. Consider someone you care about who needs this message as much as you do, and whose breakthrough is linked to your own. Distribute this video before embarking on an excursion. Send it to them. Include it in your tale. Text the link to the person you've been thinking about. This prophetic message is more than just a video that you can post. You are starting the benediction. You become a conduit for God's revelation, allowing it to reach others. And child, when you help another person receive their blessing, paradise expedites your own breakthrough. Sharing creates a connection, which magnifies the impact of God's work in your life. Share it immediately and watch your marvel grow. Before proceeding, I'd like you to take a simple but effective action. Immediately click the like icon on this video. The reason is not that the content requires your assistance, but rather that your mind requires an activity. When you select the like icon, you are communicating to heaven that you agree with the information presented. Opening a channel of favor facilitates the entry of God's blessings into your life. That single stroke is equivalent to telling heaven, "Lord, I agree with this statement. That is acceptable to me. I pray that your favor will be turned in my favor." Heaven is currently reacting in accordance with your consent. Please press like at this point to begin the transition. This weight has been following you, a feeling that your name means more than just you, that you were born for a purpose that has yet to be revealed. Additionally, the first piece of the puzzle was completed tonight. The sensation you've felt since childhood. It was not on your mind. Destiny was whispering to you before you could respond. Furthermore, child, I must reveal a confidential matter to you at this time. It's possible that a grandmother who is no longer alive prayed to God for you and your family. This person may not even have met you. Nonetheless, the heavens heard their supplication. They asked that you be loved and nurtured, that you be a force for change and happiness in a world where survival was the only goal. Archangel Michael was immediately dispatched to you following the recitation of that prayer. That is why you won when others didn't. As a result, regardless of the gravity of the situation, you had a guiding force that allowed you to persevere. This was divine protection. Additionally, you can see that safeguarding tonight. Tonight, a spiritual entity will enter your home. The goal is not to frighten, but to promote healing. Not to frighten, but to liberate. To ensure accuracy rather than to create confusion. The change in the atmosphere will be obvious. Furthermore, the atmosphere may vary. Additionally, refrain from engaging in any other activities when that time comes. Please refrain from scrolling through your phone. Do not increase the volume to drown out the silence. Take pleasure in the tranquility. In that silence, you will hear the words that your soul has longed to hear. A sentence will become audible in your spirit. It could be flexible. It's possible that it will happen in your dream. Alternatively, it may continue to reverberate in your mind like thunder. Have faith in it, regardless of how it appears. That is the assertion of the voice of heaven. Things that are highly unusual are being prepared for you. Not everyone experiences this spiritual visitation. This is the solution for those with a strong vocation, a pure heart, and a spirit that has cried out to God night after night. Please show me that I am not alone. This is an internal confirmation rather than an external sign. Your shift will also be felt by the person who has been on your mind, who continues to appear in your dreams, and who ended your relationship without providing the closure you needed. Regardless of the reason or distance, a voice within their spirit will encourage you to reach out. They will be unaware of the cause. They'll simply acknowledge how much they miss you. Heaven is transforming its connections and your surroundings. The process of divine realignment is currently ongoing. The people who have harmed you will feel uncomfortable as a result of the abrupt pause. If your spiritual frequency shifts, those who have passed away will experience an inexplicable attraction. Everything around you must change as you assume authority. This is why the message is abnormal. As a result, Archangel Michael implores you, child, to not pass up an opportunity that was already yours. However, if you let go of your fears and become vulnerable, the events of tonight will haunt you indefinitely. Perform an action tonight. Only one candle should be lit. There is no justification for engaging in ritual. Fancy language is unnecessary. Please remember to ignite it. As the object illuminates, say these words aloud. Alignment with God is welcomed. Archangel Michael, you are free to relocate immediately. I believe in the timing of your actions, God. I am prepared. After that, take a break. Maintain your composure during the silence. Listen to the flame's message. By performing that insignificant act, you are sending a message to heaven. Oh, I responded to the telephone call. For the first time in your life, you may have felt complete surrender. There's a difference between giving up and giving up. Entrusting your anxiety, aspirations, emotions, and perplexity to someone who already knows the outcome. Furthermore, it is quite delightful, my dear. Your conclusion is not the one that has upset you. The abandonment you endured will not define you. The love you thought you had lost is returning to you in a way that is more authentic, genuine, and in line with your true nature. Archangel Michael has observed your presence. This is the moment when you regain your sense of self. Angels are singing, and God is watching. You are sacred. You've been selected. It's not too late. We've not forgotten about you. Tonight, it's sacred. Additionally, this is just the beginning. If this message resonated with you, stay close by. Sign up now to get the next whisper from paradise as soon as it's released. These messages are not pleasant to read. They are responsible for our very survival. Each one contains the message your spirit has been requesting. It is critical that you do not overlook the response to your silent supplication. A candle. The candle is currently lit. The angels are keeping an eye on you. Crossed swords. The sword of Archangel Michael is displayed. I appreciate your affectionate correspondence. Your miracle is currently en route. Hey, youngster, take a deep breath. At the moment, the energy around you is not of this world. It is considered sacred. There is significant weight to it. Similar to a burden, but more akin to a presence that envelops you like a soft comforter. Your eyes may start to water for no apparent reason, or you may feel hot. That goes beyond mere sentiment. This is being acknowledged. Until recently, your body was unaware of the knowledge that exists within your essence. You were meant to be present at this moment. Although your mind is perplexed and you don't understand why you're still reading this, your soul is aware. That is why you refrained from leaving. You understand that the following statement is intended for you. Tonight, an item that was hidden in plain sight will be revealed. An idea, a truth, or a name that speaks to you so deeply that you do not need evidence. This is because the divine does not contradict your beliefs. It increases your knowledge. You have managed to survive for some time. It's time to relive life. Live a life that is truly joyful, peaceful, and clear, knowing that you are no longer delaying your happiness. You have entered into a previously agreed-upon arrangement. It was never about you or the people who didn't recognize your brilliance. Your brilliance is unaffected by their inability to see. Delays were not a form of punishment. They ensured the safety of people. God had been protecting you until the appropriate time. Additionally, the timing is favorable for you tonight. It is clear that clocks do not function in heaven. It's propelled by alignment. Furthermore, you are now in alignment, young man. There is a lack of understanding about the rarity of that. A large number of people are unaware of their feelings. Faith, rather than force, draws you in. Are you aware of the reason for the extended period? The positive things that are currently entering your life are so perfect that anything less would have caused your heart to break once more. And God replied, "No, not this one. I will not allow this issue to be resolved again. I am smitten with them." That's why you're preparing. To receive the imminent blessing, you must be at your most resilient. Heaven has been quietly creating that version in the background. Do not run tonight if you hear a whisper, notice a change, or feel the breeze brush against your skin like an invisible hand. Kindly refrain from asking. Have no doubt. Just allow your essence to flow. You only need to say, "I have received it." It is possible that you will detect someone in the chamber. It's possible your name will be mentioned. You may feel chills. It's not fear. God's presence is entering your space via the door that your faith has opened. Archangel Michael does not pay visits for trivial reasons. His arrival in the spirit world marks the end of the conflict and the declaration of victory. The person who caused you to cry is aware of God's love in their heart. The opportunity you almost missed is returning to you. The situation that has been draining you for months will end tonight. However, you must first choose to believe, albeit not with complete conviction. Rather, you must believe enough to light the candle, say the words, and make room for a miracle, even if it does not appear to be what you had hoped for. The most significant blessings from heaven frequently manifest in the most understated manners. Keys. Avoid looking for fireworks. Discover the profound tranquility and unexpected sigh that occurs when your shoulders suddenly relax without reason. That's the modification. Also, express this sentiment whenever you feel the need to. I'm glad that this moment has arrived. I am open to the healing process. Archangel Michael, I am thankful. I have faith in God. Also, be aware of this. The mere mention of that phrase brings angels to life. They're in motion. They are in conflict. They granted you access when you had previously been denied. They elicit positive emotions in others. They keep you from falling asleep. They whisper to the person who has been thinking about you but is hesitant to express their feelings. They change the order of conversations that have not yet occurred. In this way, you will not have to exert any effort when transitioning to the next stage of your life. They coordinate people, time, and divine opportunities. You'll simply proceed with elegance. In addition, my dear, you are going directly there. No, it's not just for tonight. It refers to the opportunities that will be presented tonight. It entails finally being emotionally, spiritually, and energetically ready for the blessing to come and stay. God no longer wants to perform fleeting miracles for you. He wants to provide you with items that will last. Not gifts that you discard, but rather gifts that help you grow. Furthermore, if you have ever said, "God, I am not interested in anything that is not authentic," heaven has acknowledged your request. Genuine objects require a longer period of construction, which explains the apparent lack of activity. However, when it does, it is unstoppable and devastating. It's almost here, child. However, you must be awake to feel it. It's the last hour before the shift. Breathing is considered sacred. The veil isn't thick. Heaven is vast. As Archangel Michael stands next to you, he says, "They are ready. Let it begin." One last time, I ask, will you let whatever enters your heart in? Tonight, your home becomes holy ground, and your story begins all over again. Not in fear or pain, but in light. Open the love letter. Accept it. Let heaven in. You will be surprised over the next 24 hours. This time, child, It's not going to get away. It's rapidly approaching. You're not bringing about the change you want to see. The weight in the air, the tingling on your skin, and the sudden silence that feels like a break in the spirit are all indications that heaven is entering your space and that it will no longer be quiet. This is not a light knock. It truly is a divine arrival. It's the kind of moment that transforms everything. Archangel Michael has already entered your home, not to scare you, but to set you free. Because someone intended to disrupt your peace somewhere. In the daylight, they smiled at you. But in the dark, they directed energy at you. Fear was added to your name to slow you down. You could feel it. The slow decline, the unexplainable sadness, and the fading dreams. However, they failed to notice that you were safe. You gave heaven permission to act as soon as you agreed to the message and allowed it to speak to your heart. And the angels are no longer far off, watching. They are moving. Your room is being spiritually cleansed. Your brain is gradually being rewired. And while you sleep tonight, something profound will be taken from your spirit. You haven't felt light in a long time, and you seem to have forgotten what it's like to carry something. Archangel Michael is removing it with his sword of truth, be it a memory, a weight, a fear, or a lie. Also understand this, kid. You will not have this happen to you. You're getting it because your name appears in a spiritual book, but not in the back. The word appears at the top of a page titled Divine Purpose. Also, do you know what's underneath your name? A list of events that are about to occur. A get-together postponed due to fear and pride. A monetary change resulting from an unexpected conversation. A note from someone who was constantly thinking about you. A breakthrough has occurred at a location that has been closed for years. A spiritual gift that has been passed down to you for many years. You've been chosen to receive it. Everything begins tonight. Archangel Michael is pleading with you to give him just 2 seconds of your attention, as this window is extremely small. It is now time to decide how close you want to remain to heaven's voice. If you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe icon right away. Make sure you are not just a guest reading these messages. Become a permanent member of the prophetic tribe. When you subscribe, you initiate a divine alignment. When you make that commitment, you are informing God that you wish to remain in the flow of the release. I am eager to hear what you have to say to me. Heaven watches. You've registered for multiple channels. The goal is to ensure that you receive a steady stream of prophetic promises delivered directly into your life. Execute it promptly. In this way, you can protect your connection. It is currently operational. However, this will not be the case for an extended period. You are required to respond affirmatively. There were 5 more years in which the events of tonight could have occurred, but heaven denied them. Please deliver it in advance. This soul is completely prepared. Thus, it is presented here. I'd like to speak with your fatigued side. The part of you that has endured an inordinate amount of pain in order to believe that something as beautiful as this could still happen. What is the reason behind God's choice of me? The voice within you says, "Child, it is due to the heartache, tears, hurt, and the fact that you refrained from becoming angry when you had every right to. You did not betray anyone. These were the ones. When you were left alone, you did not start abandoning others. Even when you were silent, you chose to express love through your actions. Heaven oversaw all activities. You were under the impression that nobody had noticed. I apologize. An angel observed everything. They documented it. They wept with you. Furthermore, they are here tonight to express their desire to stop. It has ended at this time. Permit the restoration process to begin. As you read these words, you may notice a sensation in your chest. An idea. Is there a person or object you want but haven't given it much thought in recent years? This is not a mere coincidence. At that point, your soul will be aligned with the desires of heaven. Do not run from it. Feel it. Discuss the matter. Allow it to unlock the door. Repeat the phrase. I understand the situation. I embrace what is mine. I agree with the divine plan. Even if I am unable to comprehend it, I will wait until you have finished speaking. Maintain silence. Please keep in mind that each seed you plant in this quest will grow into a torch that shines light into another's darkness. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. The verse, "Give and it will be given to you," does not only apply to Jesus. It is an ongoing commitment that affects your future. I'd like to extend an invitation to you at this time through a simple act of trust. Approach this situation with a feeling of purpose, honesty, and hope. The amount you contribute today is not a donation. Your heavens are opened via the act of spiritual obedience. Relinquish your seed and witness what rewards God delivers into your life. Please refrain from leaving immediately. They are not vulnerable, so they may shed tears when necessary. The ground is being prepared for the sacred water that will soon blossom. I'd like you to take another step of faith as your spirit prepares for that ground. Please type Amen once more in the comments section below. This is your opportunity to declare that you are ready for the restoration to begin. Declare your agreement with the actions of heaven at this time. As you write, imagine Archangel Michael hearing your voice and accelerating his response to help you. Your Amen isn't just a word. It appears that a key is turning in a lock. It gives the angels the authority to speed up the process that has been delayed. Speak aloud to Archangel Michael in the evening before retiring for the night. If you are present, you can pursue your desires. Examine this residence. Clean any items that require cleaning. Improve the condition that requires healing. Activate the dormant potential within me. Following that, take a break. Heaven will function while you sleep. Your sensations will change as you wake up. In a stacked manner rather than simultaneously. The morning will be more pleasant without the anticipation because the birds will be more vocal. You'll find a sign or message waiting for you. It is possible that you will only be aware that something has broken, healed, or changed and will be unable to explain the situation. This was the night your soul will whisper. That night, things began to improve. As a result, I repeat my message with the affection that flows from the depths of God's heart. Please do not leave this message. Do not delay. Do not suppress your emotions. Purchase it now. Stay in touch. It is not enjoyable to witness this. This is a prophetic alignment that will continue, but only for those who remain vigilant, as the next message from heaven is currently being prepared. You'll be ready for the next occurrence. Before this sacred night envelopes your home, beloved child, listen to my words, as many people overlook this aspect. God does not simply send angels when conditions are unfavorable. They are transmitted when the situation is on the verge of being resolved. That is why Archangel Michael is currently occupying your position. No, this does not mean there will be negative consequences. It prepares you for fulfillment, a blessing so profound, unique, and perfectly tailored to your spirit that it can only be given to you. It's possible you're still uncertain. You may argue that I am insufficiently holy. There are still some questions that I have. I continue to make mistakes and cry excessively. However, you should understand that the goal was never to achieve perfection. It was about being ready. You've been prepared. Prepared to recover after a fall. After being overlooked, I'm ready to accept the truth. Be willing to discuss life, even if it causes you pain. God took note of that. It was praised by heaven and is now responding. I need you to fully comprehend this, my child. Tonight, there is a divine appointment at your home. You are not inventing the peculiar energy. There is no justification for your irrational behavior if you believe you are being watched. Always, angels are present at each entrance, offering their assistance. By a spiritual entity placed over your home, similar to a light shield. By having someone present to give you peace and clarity while also assuring you that you are not alone. In addition, I would like to convey information that will calm your spirit. Someone you love has been keeping a close eye on you from the other side. They were unable to communicate at the appropriate time. The spiritual world is becoming more visible as the veil lifts, allowing them to send a message tonight. It's possible that this is a dream. It's possible that this is a dream. An unusual odor could be present in the atmosphere. However, if it does happen, avoid second-guessing yourself. Tonight, the past, present, and future come together in your home with a single sacred breath. I'm aware of your presence, just whisper. I appreciate your attendance because love endures forever. And now for something that may move you to tears. The individual who stopped communicating with you. The person who died in the same way as you was of no consequence. The person who gently broke your heart, causing it to shatter within you more than on the outside. They are waking up to the truth, not guilt. Within 1 minute, they start to associate your name with increasing frequency. Because when the heavens start to move, nothing remains hidden. Not as a consequence of your actions. They recall information that you thought they'd forgotten. The way you laughed lifted their spirits. Your presence gave me a sense of security. How you consistently assessed their quality. Despite the fact that they provided you with the most deplorable treatment, they are still experiencing it. They are unaware of the reason, whereas you are aware. Archangel Michael is not only working for you, he is also working in the spirit of divine justice, healing, and peace. You won't be overlooked. You won't be forgotten. We'll keep your name in mind. Individuals who thought your narrative was over are now experiencing it again because God is rewriting it. However, there is an easy way to acquire all of this. You are required to respond positively. Yes, you are welcome to attend. I agree with the modification. I agree with the message. I agree with the affection you're receiving. Certainly to the part of you that wishes for hope despite your fears. Even if you're trembling, respond positively. Say yes, even if you are in tears. Heaven requires only your consent, as trust is not required. Allow your spirit to receive peace, joy, clarity, and answers that have been delayed but not denied tonight. Please do not close your eyes tonight without taking note of what is going on in your home. Light the candle. Recite the prayer in a whisper. Please remain seated for 2 minutes. Allow the heavens to touch the air. You'll be a different person when you wake up tomorrow. I extend a warm welcome to each angel sent by God. Archangel Michael, you are permitted to enter and protect this home. There will be no darkness in this location. No fabrication will last in this environment. This is the only place where truth, light, and divine alignment are acceptable. You will experience everything, even if you are unable to perceive it at the moment. You are on the right path. Continue to advance as you are, and heaven will accompany you. A gentle voice, new clarity in your thoughts, and stillness in your chest. If every word in this message speaks to you, do not disregard it. Purchase it now. Stay in touch. There are several messages present in this context. This marks the beginning of a dialogue between you and the person who created you. You must not overlook any information, as additional information will be provided. Crossed swords. Michael, the Archangel, addressed the congregation. Heaven is watching. Your miracle takes place in a love letter. You must respond affirmatively at this time. And if you're still reading and taking deep breaths as these words rest on your chest, I'd like to clarify. This message exists as a result of your efforts. You were chosen from among millions of people on earth to receive this. You continue to want to believe in a God who never stops calling your name, a presence that transcends space, and an unending love, not because you are perfect or have done everything correctly. Have you ever felt invisible? It's as if the environment is moving while you're stationary. Others have seen what you are still praying for and are happy about. You smiled through tears as the good news caused you to reflect on what you had lost. Although you've secretly wondered when it would be your turn, you've actively helped others. And remember, child, that type of strength is visible in heaven. It is not simply observed. It's documented. It's highly regarded. Angels gather around you when no one is cheering for your minor victories. Yes, they do so because they understand the truth. You are not just surviving. You are radiant in the absence of light. You're aware of the other people who witnessed it, correct? Now that person is in heaven. Whoever hugged you and told you you were unique. The person who sent you this message today felt compelled to inform you immediately. They saw how hard you worked to be strong for others despite your broken heart. They noticed your efforts to help others, despite your desire for someone to provide for you. They heard you whisper as you sat in silence, thinking about the past. God, I am thankful for today. They observed every detail. They want me to disclose information that they are unable to disclose in person. I was pleased with your performance. You were adequate at all times. Whatever the circumstances, they knew you loved them. They were aware, even if it came in the form of sloppy language, broken hugs, or misinterpreted silences. They are aware. They are still experiencing it. Love endures. It persists. Changes happen. This is why you have been experiencing them lately. That memory suddenly resurfaced. It was painful to catch a glimpse of their favorite color, hear their favorite song, or smell something that brought back memories of home. This was not a mistake. That is how you establish a connection. The fourth section. Heaven is not some distant cloud in the sky. It is right in front of you, closer than the beat of your heart. They are currently part of it. You as well. However, I need your confidence once more. Not just in me, but also in you. You're no longer confident in your abilities. You have not put your faith in your intuition. You are unsure about the decisions you made. You have considered the possibility that you may be the source of the problem. Nevertheless, you are not. The soul within you is capable of experiencing intense emotions. You have a heart that is larger than the majority. The world is not always prepared to tackle this issue. However, they and I both do. They understand your level of concern. They appreciate your tendency to overthink because it shows that you are committed to acting responsibly. They appreciate that you prioritize the well-being of others over your own. However, you are entitled to happiness. They therefore want you to evaluate your own condition. You must take a break. The king or queen should be affectionate toward you. Ignore people who bring you down. Acquire the type that will increase your stature. Yes, there is a miracle for you. Furthermore, it is not past the deadline. It's punctual. The time of God. It was not permitted for you to bring any items. It was anticipated that you would arrive in good health. That is the core of this moment. The act of healing, honoring, and returning home. You're rediscovering your identity, purpose, laughter, and softness. Individuals in your vicinity tried to toughen you up, but you said, "No, I will remain soft." Heaven is located in an extremely soft region. Even when things are difficult, be kind. Even when it appears to be a risk, love exists. Believe in yourself, even if others question the importance of your efforts because you are unable to see my work. Your angels are identical. Please ensure that you are aware of the upcoming events before beginning this sacred moment. If you haven't already, now is the time to subscribe. It's not about the button. This is for you if you want to be under an open heaven. Every message emanating from this space is a prophetic one. God designed each one to meet you right where you are. Subscribers to a channel do more than just view its content. You're preparing for a steady stream of divine revelations. You are communicating to God that you want to be the first to receive what you are releasing. Do not let doubt or other distractions derail the plans that heaven has for your life. To ensure that you do not miss any information in this prophetic stream, register now. In a few days, the situation may appear to change. There is no reason for concern. This is simply a reflection of the shifting energies in your vicinity. That is heaven rearranging objects, easing burdens, resolving problems, and bestowing blessings. I want you to remember the moment when that shift turned into a breakthrough. It all started with this message, this breath, and this understanding. Be aware that you are being held. You are secure. You'll never again walk alone. In heaven, the person you hold in high regard has always addressed you by name. The soft, loving words are repeated indefinitely because you will always be their person. They will exist indefinitely, regardless of the passage of time. Close your eyes. After taking a deep breath, pronounce it back. I feel affection for you. I understand. I'm still present. If they do, let the tears flow. Allow your smile to spread across your face. Allow your soul to feel the emotions it desires. We will not forget you. You were never isolated. We want you to know that you are deeply, forever, and completely loved. Now, my child, live, shine, love, and carry this message wherever your heart leads you. This isn't the conclusion. It's the beginning. Your angel, who has never abandoned you, lives in the yellow heart of God. As this sacred moment washes over you, I'd like you to make one last declaration. Following the conclusion of this video, there will be reverberations in the spiritual realm for quite some time. Fill the comment section below with faith and write these words. I achieved my breakthrough. I do not expect a breakthrough. Instead, I'm anticipating my breakthrough. However, I was eventually granted my breakthrough. When you compose it, You are reaching through the veil to obtain something that heaven has already reserved for you. It's yours to claim. You're taking responsibility for it. You have no control over what happens in your life once you have received it in the Spirit. Please remember this as you go to bed tonight, children. There are other people present in the room with you. The soft, gentle movement of the air carries power. A transformation that your eyes may not notice, but your soul already feels. Feeling the warmth on your skin and the tranquility in your chest. A sudden release of tension in the neck or back. That is how heaven touches you without the use of its hands. This is a clear indication that the information you've read is correct. They are prophesied words meant to awaken and remind you, not amuse you. Please keep in mind that your narrative was actually heard. Your anguish was never forgotten. Your tears were consistently beneficial. God retains tears, my child. Every time you weep into a pillow. Every sound you made in the dark was a scream. God heard every prayer you uttered in your mind, and no one else could. Archangel Michael perceived their presence. Tonight, the response is not just one of comfort, but of transformation. I'm going to say something that may surprise you. Your name has been mentioned in locations you are not aware of. By the meeting of angels in the sky and by people you have never met. What were their words? This item is prepared. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Allow for a break during the wait. Access the doors. Begin the commitment. Your life is marked by a promise. Not the kind of words that people say to make you feel better. Rather, they are a profound, ancient promise written before you were born. An item you have agreed to bring. Before you knew it, darkness attempted to crush a beautiful and powerful calling. That explains why it was so painful. This is why being alone was so stressful. People left without obtaining closure because they were never intended to be in the same situation as you. God did not remove them to punish you, but rather to ensure the security of the structure he was building. He is currently informing every individual. That's the nature of the evening. This is an explanation, not a warning. The reality behind your feelings of alienation. What distinguishes you? What is causing the increased pain in your heart? The reason behind your soul's desire for more. The reason you feel emotions that others don't. You were meant to act as a spiritual conduit, to bring light into dark areas. Individuals can observe the manifestation of God's love. Simply being present in a room can change its temperature. You aren't in too much pain. You are spiritually awake. This is your superpower. Sensitivity. That is why you can hear the angels' whispers. Currently, heaven is whispering. The promise is almost complete. This evening serves as a confirmation. Refrain from returning. You have made significant personal sacrifices to complete this journey. You are too large to dim the lights again. The past was undoubtedly painful. However, in the future, things will improve. Currently, this moment serves as the link between them. Child, exhale deeply. Inhale grace. Anxiety. Let it go. Let God transform the energy in your home tonight. Allow the Archangel Michael to stand in every corner, protecting, blessing, and monitoring everything. As you fall asleep, allow yourself to be enveloped in the comfort of divine assurance. As a result of an extremely significant event, a deceased person can still communicate with you in spirit, not only in one's memory. Within the spiritual realm, Dreams are delivering a message to you. They do not want to disturb your peace. They only want to provide you with the closure you were unable to obtain. Due to the closure, an opportunity will arise. When you wake up, you will feel lighter. Clean but not empty. I'm not perplexed. Instead, I've become composed. Because you will not be bombarded with questions for the first time in a long time. It will be based on the truth. The truth is that one is deeply loved. The reality that an upcoming event is more than just another hope. This is accurate. It is approaching and getting closer to you. The person whose heart is in the same location as yours. They are being compelled to band together. The opportunity that you thought was lost is being erased. You are now receiving the healing that you thought was too late. I implore you once more. Don't forget to appreciate this moment. Pronounce it aloud. May God grant me everything that is mine. I relinquish what is not meant for me. Heaven holds a place in my life, home, and heart. I agree to receive assistance from Archangel Michael tonight. Everything should transform tonight. Express, experience, and believe in it. When the room is silent, you may feel as if you are being enveloped in light, blessed, and protected by divine power. Your breathing becomes deeper, your eyes close, and the clock moves at a slower pace. Tonight is a watershed moment in your story, an unexpected turn of events. You were created for this moment, and heaven was aware of it from the start. And tonight is the night when you finally enter it. Following the conclusion of this message, I would like you to take 3 additional steps to imprint the information we discussed into your soul. If you have not yet done so, please click the like button. This is the final amen. Allow God's favor to flow freely into every aspect of your life with a single click. Demonstrate this video to additional people. Inform someone you care about that they aren't alone. Send it to someone who had a breakthrough as a result of hearing these words. By sharing, you become a part of their miracle, while heaven expands yours. Third, if you have not yet done so, please subscribe. Make sure you never miss a message from the heavens. They want to communicate with you through this medium. Share, subscribe, and transmit. 3 simple tasks that will always be required. Go now, your beloved child, knowing that everything has changed tonight, and find peace. May God bless and protect you. Your miracle is already on the way, and you are being held and loved. Before we wrap up this captivating story, I recommend that we take a moment to reflect on this deep reality. This message was not discovered coincidentally. This is not just a coincidence. This is Archangel Michael's direct message to you.